So before I get on with this video, I think it's important to mention that in 2015, I ran in the Canadian election as a Green Party MP candidate. So the NDP that I'm about to talk about, I ran against. Now with that said, I think Canada's NDP, otherwise known as the New Democratic Party, is going in a smart direction. So unlike the American Democratic Party, the NDP seem to actually be noticing what's happening around the world. They've paid attention to Bernie Sanders and to Jeremy Corbyn, and they see a strong progressive wave rising within the world. And while Canada's NDP in the past have been more stand-backish and not as bold on progressive policy, or at least in terms of messaging it, a recent debate for the NDP leadership between Ontario MPP Jagmeet Singh, Manitoba MP Nikki Ashton, Ontario MP Charlie Angus, Quebec MP Guy Caron, and BC MP Peter Julian shows that they're now ready to go in a new direction. So here are some quotes from a CBC article about what was discussed at the debate. "If you are bold and you are progressive, there's no question that people will support that," Singh said. "We need to do that. We can make that happen here in Canada as well." Julian noted that Corbyn had also promised to eliminate tuition fees. "The reaction from young voters was unprecedented," Julian said. "If that is not a clear example of the type of bold policies that will bring us to that type of support here in Canada, I don't know what there is." Ashton said that in addition to bold policies, Corbyn gave voters hope that things can be different, that we can stand up to corporate power, that we can stand up and say the word nationalization, that we can talk about stopping precarious work, and that's why people came out. Caron argued that both Corbyn and Bernie Sanders, the US senator who similarly excited progressives last year, had not just offered bold proposals, but also explained how they would implement those policies. Angus contrasted Corbyn's campaign with the approach that New Democrats have sometimes taken. "There's a group in the New Democrats who always think if we're a little more careful and act more like liberals, we're gonna win. And boy, what's our record on that, folks? It ain't all that good. Let's say what we're gonna do and follow through." So while Canada's NDP is appearing to learn from the rise of Corbyn and Bernie, the same can't really be said for the Democrats right now. I mean, the Democrats have lost over 1,000 seats over the past 8 years, and still, they're going with the same strategy. I mean, they just overturned a ban on lobbyist money. So they're still taking big money. They're still taking lobbyist money, corporate money, Wall Street. That's right now who they answer to. Still, even after learning that Donald Trump, a complete outsider who no one thought had a shot, could win an election. The way they respond to that is essentially not changing anything. It's really amazing to lose to Donald Trump and still put an establishment hack like Tom Perez as the leader of the DNC. It just shows you how stuck they are to the current model they have. I mean, they really have an addiction to the donor class. That's what it comes down to. So if the NDP actually pursue this sort of agenda and actually push progressive policy and do it with force, I think they're going to be huge. So the Liberals right now in Canada have a majority, but they have been breaking a number of promises, and it's making progressives very unhappy. So if the NDP come in with a bold platform and actually present it in a bold way, then people are going to be shocked at how well they actually do. And it would be great if the Democrats could learn something from this as well.